Bhagavad Gita, it has mentioned, I love to be in my Diluru, basically.
Don't have that amount of money. Even though other person has hurted her, there are two friends, they become. Oh my god, I have to talk about this. So recently I started watching this show. Actually, I was very bored one day with my usual sitcoms. Okay, wait, just a minute. Yes, I was very bored with my usual sitcoms, and then I figured that let me just surf through Netflix and see what is available and what is not. Then I stumbled upon this show called Grace and Frankie, and the show is very unconventional. Actually, when I saw the trailer, it looked very unconventional. In the trailer they are showing that there are two gay husbands and they're married to their wives for 40 years and all of that. So I was like, okay, this is something interesting and very different from whatever I'm used to watching, that is like BBT and Young Sheldon and Friends and all of that. And trust me, it gets bored after 50-60 times you watch those shows. So then I was like, okay, let me get through couple of episodes and see how it turns out. And in the trailer I was a little bit impressed by the character called Grace also. Grace is actually a very dear in real life also very dear friend of mine, but in the character Grace in this series is like very, as per it's her name, okay, like she's very graceful, she does the things in a certain way, she's a businesswoman, and you know, that bossy kind of a woman who rock the world, and those kind of that kind of a personality she has. So I got very interested for it, and I was like, okay, let me go through couple of episodes and see where it takes me. Okay, so then I started watching the series, and suddenly instead of Grace I fell in love with the other character. I'll tell you more about this other character, but before that, let me tell you how much shocked I was after a couple of episodes and one or two season. So what happens is, like, there are two friends. They become family friends over the years, and their friendship is more or less about like 20-25 years, and both of them have two kids, and all of them are friends now with each other. So it's like a more family friends kind of a thing, like everyone is friends with everyone kind of thing. So what happens is, these two husbands turns out to be gay, and they are dating each other since 20 years. I mean, oh my god, right? Like, in the same family friendly setup, everyone is going on the travel trips and business trips and all of those kind of things. Most of the time all of them are together, they are eating at this place, their place, or that place, and they hang out together, they have lives together. And turns out all of this was because both the husbands were dating each other for 20 years. And I was shocked by the fact that no one figured. Not the wives, not the four kids who were there. By the way, they are already shown as adult, but none of them figured this. And then finally, after retirement, around the retirement age, actually, they decide to come out. And when they decide to come out, they decide also to get married to each other. So that's why they need divorce from their wives. So they one day call everyone and get divorced. I mean, sorry, call everyone, have a lunch or dinner, something, I don't remember exactly, but they call everyone, and then they say that we are gay. Not just that, but we are dating each other since 20 years, and that means we are cheating on our individual wives since 20 years. Yeah. I have no words actually. Okay, till this I was like, oh my god, you know, the whole drama kind of a thing. To be honest, I was missing some drama in my life. So I was like, really? I was very shocked. I was really very shocked. And then somehow wives find a way to be okay with it. They had this beach house, they were co-owning the beach house. So wives decide to go there and live together, both the wives, as roommates. By the way, they are not lesbians, thank god. Otherwise, till couple of episodes I was speculating that also, are these two wives lesbian and they are in love with each other and all that. But turns out They had a very good girl friendships. And by the way, most of the girl friendships who are like very good, they are mistaken as lesbians only. And we all know that. If you are a guy, you might not know that, but if you are a girl, you'll definitely know this. So then they started living together. They are still trying to process the things that happened to them and how they missed all the signals and how they feel betrayed and all of that. And surprisingly, Grace is the person who is able to move on very quickly. And the other character, Frankie, oh my god, this is where I fall in love with her. Okay, start to fall in love with her actually. She processes the emotions and she's so shown as a very free bird. Okay, she doesn't think so much and not so much thinking in the sense of like not overthinking everything, and she's taking the whole process very slow. And she has this beautiful relationship with her husband also, and her husband is also very much emotionally connected with Frankie as well. And for the Grace and the other guy, it was like yeah, they are connected, they are a couple, but not the kind of a couple that I like. Okay, like they are fine, I mean they were fine of a couple. And oh, okay, wait, did I mention that this show when everything starts, they are already, I think, 55 to 60 years old. So there's nothing like they are young or anything. At this age they get separated and then they get divorced and all of those things. And so these two people decides to start living together, and they're coping up with the pain and everything. And meantime, Grace has moved on, so she starts dating as well. And the other way around, those two guys are started prepping for getting married. Like they started getting married, and they also shifted to one of the husband's home, and they both were living there. So actually, between four people, there were three homes. One was the beach house, which was a vacation house kind of a thing, and which was co-owned by both of this family, and then individual their own homes. So one of the person like sells the home and all of that, and one they move together, both the husbands, and in the beach house both the wives move together. So it was nice, and all the kids have moved out. They are all adults. They are working in their own life. They are working. They are having relationships, and all of that is there. Okay. Surprisingly, the Frankie character is so free. She wears this bohemian clothes all the time, but very chic, by the way. Like, really good combination of colors and good combination of aesthetics. And by the way, all my aesthetic girlies should definitely check out this show. Forget about the story. If you don't like the story, still check out the outfits. My god, such a bohemian outfits. If you like some bohemian outfits, do check out Frankie outfits. My god, like I loved the outfits. So yeah, and she does this painting. She is very terrible at it, but she opens the art show irrespective of that. She keeps trying various things. She is the person who cannot do math about like 70 minus 6 as well, but she owns it. Like, she is so proud of it. She doesn't get affected by people very easily. She doesn't get her ego involved anywhere very easily, very sorted. And her family also, even after being separated and divorced by the gay husband, all four of them have very good relationships with each other. Okay, like if something new is going to come up in the family, or someone wants to break some news which would be like little emotional or something, they will hold hands and like process it together. They have the whole emotional processing things. Everyone understands the health, mental health, emotional health, and everyone is so emotionally available to each other. No doubt the guy was gay, and otherwise I don't know any men in this world who will be that emotionally available. But yeah, this show is the show, as I said. So yeah, those were, and that made me feel like Frankie never once said that she regretted her entire 40 years of marriage because this guy was gay. She still admitted that she was very happy, very emotionally content, and that you can see in the friendship that they maintain after the guy gets married to the other guy. So it was It's beautiful. It's beautiful of a show. And till years, okay, so this is like couple of seasons. And so I was like, okay, now this is going to be a family drama kind of a thing. Like this is hurt by this person, that person, and then they resolve it, and some new thing comes up, and all the family drama kind of thing. But no, like no, writer decided that 70-year-old, now this women became 70-year-old, both of them started dating, collected their life together and everything, okay, and some issues in the kids life also were there, so they resolved that, and everyone is now finally able to find some kind of a stable relationships with each other. They came to some kind of a, what do you call, friendships among everyone. So now no grudges are there, no rona dona, no crying, nothing. And then suddenly the writers decide that this 70-year-old two women should start the business. It doesn't end here, the business. The business is not like just any business. This business is like being 30-year-old me, and I'm sure most of you guys are about the same age. We don't talk enough, or none of us Indian women will talk enough. They start the business of that. They start the business of the vibrator. They make it specially designed for the 60 plus women, because of the issues of the like tissue is very soft, and there's no enough elasticity, and there's no enough what happened, yeah, there's no enough, what to say, moisture and all of that, okay, all the issues they collected among themselves, decided that they will build a vibrator product, they'll design it, they'll produce it, and then they'll sell it. And then they started, they prepared the whole business, slides and everything. And Grace has a background of developing a business. She already owned a company called Say Grace, which she gave to her own daughter, and now she was running it. That was a beauty kind of a company. So Grace already had some connections in the business area, and she knew how it works and how it doesn't. Other side, Frankie doesn't know anything about business. She cannot do even 70 minus 6, as I mentioned earlier. That girl, that lady is so owning it. She is the creative head and director and all of that of the business, okay, and she puts all the energy, and even then she will be very firm on what she wants and what she doesn't want in business. Like, she's very straightforward, very straight ahead, and confidence, my god, I'm the fan of her confidence, and the fan of her confidence in terms of clothes, in terms of putting her out there, and going into the world at the age of 70, which she doesn't know anything about, and learning the things and accepting the things, and doesn't take anything so personally as well. I was like, wow, that is the quality that I want to have. And also very emotionally aware of her own emotions and other people around and everything, okay. She doesn't shout on people, she doesn't hurt people in any knowing sense, and even if she is getting hurt, she'll get some distance for a little bit and try to understand herself, her emotions. She has her own ways. She has mastered her own ways to deal with her own life and emotions over the years, and then she uses it, and then when she's again back to her normal self, she goes by herself. Even though other person has hurted her, she'll go by herself and try to resolve it, and that's how the emotional relationships are built. So that is why all 4 of them have a very good relationships with each other, even after such a mess kind of a thing. But yeah, because since the series in USA, people don't have any issues about the series in which the vibrator is used and all of that. So yeah, they try to develop a business, but whenever they go for the business loan, banks doesn't provide them a business loan. Why would they provide them a business loan, right? Because they were ageist. They were behaving ageist with them. And to be honest, if they would come to me, though I don't have that amount of money, but even if they would come to me, I would also deny. Why would I give $75,000 to a person who is 70-year-old, or like by the time they were like 73, 74-year-old? Why would I give that kind of a money to that person? I don't even know that if they will be alive for the next 10 years, because they were asking for the 10 year to be 10 years. And then somehow the daughter of the Grace, because it's her company, ends up giving $75,000 to Frankie and ask her to not to mention to the Grace because she'll not be happy with it and everything. And then they kickstart their business. They do all sort of things, okay, to just keep going with their business. And many hilarious moments that are there, like really hilarious moments. I was finding myself at laughing at the 4 in the morning, eating ice creams and chips, and I was laughing. I was cracked by the things they are showing in the show. So it's really like a must watch show. So if you guys are looking for something which is interesting and new, I think this is what you guys should at least give a try. At least all my girlies, you should definitely give a try. I don't know about the guys, but girls should definitely give this try. I I have a almost 90% surety that all of you will like this show. It's basically women empowerment and more that we don't understand at our age. It's very different. It's wow. It's just wow. I don't have enough words. I don't have enough ways to express how the show is beautiful, but it's everything that you can ask for. It's feel good, it's drama, it's comedy, it's romantic, it's, you know, all kinds of relationships which you want around your life, in your life. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. And the confidence and the guts of these ladies are like, my god, even the 10% of it which would be there in our lives, we would have rocked it by now. So yeah, please go out there and watch the show. Let me know if you have already watched this show, because the show is very old. I recently came across this, but this is streaming since ages. I didn't know that. So yeah. And also I'm trying very new things on my YouTube channel. So keep giving me the inputs of what you guys want to listen to me, and maybe you guys can be the critics about my videos. I would definitely welcome all the criticism. So yeah, bye, and also keep watching me. Bye.
So this is about the show where two women not just are starting their life again at the 70, but are also developing the businesses from the scratch. They are into the loop businesses and they are into the vibrator businesses. That too, not to mention, it's still taboo in USA as well, not just in India, in USA as well. And they are starting these businesses mainly for the 60 plus women. How would those women in their 70s would admit that they need that product? And this women goes against the society, against everyone, and reaches to every woman and unshame them, basically, like really unshame them. You don't have to define your life around the retirement or around the kids or around the religion and all of that. And it also makes me wonder that wow, like really wow, we at the age of 25 and 30 we think that we are all set in our careers. I know, because I used to think that, and we are so reluctant to try any new things in the world. But this show makes you rethink about everything and says that no, you can do different things at a single time and it works. They are live example of it work. Yeah, definitely you guys can argue that it's a show, but I love that. I love to be in my Diluru, basically, and I like to be in my Diluru. Over the years, in recent years actually, I have learned where I became too practical and too emotional. I figured that no, this isn't working for me. I need to stay in my own world and in my Diluru. I love that. That helps me, and I'm sure if you stay in your own world and Dilulu, it will definitely help you. It's good for your mental health, your emotional well-being, and your career, and basically for you and yourself, as well as for society. If you are in Dilulu, you will refuse to accept the norms. And when you refuse to accept the norms, you are listening to your own heart, if that's what you want, and you are becoming courageous in the way and going after what you want. How beautiful is that? Remember, all of us, even in Bhagavad Gita, it has mentioned all of us get this human avatar after lakhs and lakhs of other avatar, if you believe in that kind of a thing. So now imagine if you have got one life after so much, and do you want to waste because of the society norms and all of that? Come on, girls, be real. So yeah, I'm here to follow what these two ladies in the show were trying to give the message, and let me know what do you guys think on that. Yeah, bye. This one is the final bye, I swear.